When you come to the rug, have a seat facing the smart board. Table 3. Table 4.
Table 2.
Table 2. Table 1 and table 1. So we have learned about using a tape diagram to help us think about problems. And today we're going to take that one step farther. So the first thing I want us to do today is listen to our problem and think about what we hear and what we need to find out. The next step we're going to take is modeling some tape diagrams that could match with this equation. Can you sit down on your bottom so that the children behind you can see? There were 43 cards in the boo-hoo jar. Spencer had 16, Mikey had 13, Rodrigo had 13. How many did Demias have?
She's here.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
From last time?
I had to search another picture.
You were there. Oh, man. She's going back.
Let me read the problem one more time. I want you to listen for what you hear in the problem. There were 43 cards in the boo-hoo jar. Spencer had 16, Mikey had 13, Rodrigo had 13. How many did Demias have?
Sounds like today.
Tell me something you heard when I read the problem. Anaya, what did you hear?
I heard that Spencer had 13. 16. And Mikey had 13 and Rodrigo had 13. You guys had 13? And Demias had 0. Oh, that's first.
Anything else you heard? Jaira?
How many?
Stephanie? Okay. What do we need to find out?
How many does Demias have?
How many cards Demias has?
That's like this one. No. How many Demias?
How many does Demias have?
We don't know.
We don't know. So it's our job to try to solve the problem. All right, so let's think about how we could represent this problem with a tape diagram. How could we draw a tape diagram to match the information in our problem? I'm going to hand you a whiteboard and I want you to see if you can work out a tape diagram that would match this story.
Miss Barbie, we still clean up the garden. Can we pass after lunch? Yes, after
reading for your whiteboard, you should be thinking about what your tape diagram might look like. Making a plan so that when you get your board, you're ready to go. Oops. When we work with our whiteboards in math, which side of the whiteboard are we using?
The right side.
The right side.
I don't got a eraser.
Oh, I see that. Brandon, let's trade caps. This pen doesn't work either.
Can we write anything?
What are you drawing? Help Spencer out. What are you supposed to be drawing? A tape model or a tape diagram.
How do you write a tape diagram? Like this. It's like this. It's just like this.
Just give it a try, Anaya. If you forget, we're going to talk about it in a minute.
Or you can blow my one like this.
I don't need to borrow your whiteboard. I need to find a couple more pens because Jaira and Caitlin don't have a whiteboard yet. Or Kiana and Caitlin.
That's a lot. I see that eraser that you don't.
Caitlin, leave it.
This one, I found the eraser. Oh, no.
If you need to, think about whether you need to write initials. Kiana, you don't need to write down the problem. We're drawing a tape diagram or a tape model or a bar model. Take about 10 more seconds to get your ideas down and then we'll talk all together.
Miss Barbara, this pen's running out of ink.
That one's fine, Jaira. Still making marks on your board. So is yours, Trina. All right, so I see this on several of the boards. What does this represent in our problem?
The biggest number of the problems in the tape room.
I heard the biggest number. What else does it represent?
How much they have in total.
How much they have in total, how many cards there are in the jar altogether. Boys and girls, cap your pens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Put the pen in the pen holder so that we can have a conversation. So this piece of tape is our total.
Yes.
Our total is 43.
Yep.
Okay. Then I also see what? I'm gonna get rid of this one. And we're gonna copy this one exactly, so it's the exact same. So we have two numbers that are exactly the same, don't we? Okay, so this one should probably be a little bigger, do you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it like bigger space.
Like that.
I should be.
Whoops. So I noticed on some whiteboards that these pieces of tape are kind of hanging around at the bottom. So where do you think these go on the tape model?
Like right on the tape.
Spencer, cap your pen. Rodrigo, cap your pen. Jair, where do you think these go?
On the bottom.
Aren't they on the bottom now?
Yes.
Where do you want me to put them?
On the bottom of the tape.
Say more about that. Jasmine, can you say more about that?
You should put it like right on top of the tape to see if that measures to there, and then you can put another one there, and then you just have to figure out how much that one is.
So I should put this right on top of the other one? Smart board. Like this? What does this piece of tape represent?
16.
Let's label it. What about these two?
You should put them on top of the same thing. Let's do the same thing.
Need
You
another
have to
one.
find out how many
The one
that
is
one. No, you have to write how much this one is. And all you have to do is 15.
Okay. We're gonna, all right, we're gonna stop here so we can start our first round.
What's it 15?
Your math by myself choices are Dreambox, plus 9 or 10 bingo, or Pop and Tens. Math with someone choices are close to 20 cover up and beat the calculator. Math writing is a writing prompt. It's a little strip of paper that you can glue into your math journal. You know you always have a choice, Jaira. This is your choice for math writing. Erase your boards. As you get up to leave the rug, you can put them back in the bins. Brandon, London, Kiana, you tell me what your choice is before you leave the rug, remember? Have a seat. And when I call you, you'll tell me your choice, and then you'll put your board away. When I call you, you'll tell me your choice, and then you'll put your board away. Ingrid.
Math by myself.
Mikey.
Math with someone.
Math with someone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jasmine.
I guess math by myself.
Ashton. So math by myself. Okay, that's math with someone's full. Brandon. Whoa, ladies, wait.
Math by myself.
London.
Math by
Caitlin.
Math by myself.
Kiana.
Math by Can you sharpen this? Because this is the color one.
Yes, sir. Cover up. Could you play cover up? Could you play cover up? Yeah. And the red one is about to go.
Rodrigo.
I'll go get a sword. Why are you sit. Oh my god. Because we was here.
I think you're okay since you're back to back and Caitlin's back is too. I think you'll be able to work it out.